Hey guys, and welcome back to this new trade recap today on Friday the 4th of November. Today is NFP Friday, and yeah, we're gonna see what happened today. I'm gonna be recapping the London session and the New York session, all of my trades, what I was looking for, and then explaining it in depth, so stay tuned for this. So let's start straight away with today's London session here. That's a screenshot I shared on the trading chat here on our Discord server. If you haven't joined the Accumulation Zone Discord server yet, make sure to join. The link for that is in the description below. I'm working on a new signal service with a team of human professional traders. No bots, nothing automated. Every signal is going to be handpicked by a human top professional with a win rate between 70 and 80%. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming out on Monday next week for our VIP Patreon members for a little 1 month or 2 months test run. And we're going to see how everything works and adapt. Then we open up spots for people who don't want to sign up for the Accumulation Zone VIP Patreon membership. So let's check out today's London session trades. So we have the Session Pro indicator with our blue kill zone highlighting the London session here, like for New York time. We have our entry rules. We want to see the price above the EMA or VWAP. We want to see a bullish Scalper Pro, so that means green candle colors if you don't want to watch the Scalper Pro up here. And we want to see a stochastic RSI crossover. And for today, it allowed me a total of 4 trades on a 5-minute S&P 500 futures contract. So we got that first stochastic RSI crossover here. We've been above the VWAP and the Scalper Pro was bullish, so I entered into the first position, placing my stop loss here on the EMA for a total profit of 2-1. Afterwards, I waited for more confirmation, and we saw another bounce off the EMA VWAP area right here in between. So we got that first crossover here, and we turned bullish again with this bullish engulfing candlestick. But unfortunately, I got stopped out on the second trade here. But this didn't let me down. I still continued taking 2 more trades. So as soon as we turned bullish again, right here on this candlestick, the stochastic RSI already crossed. But this didn't matter to me. I still took the opportunity, had a little bit of a bigger stop loss. And yep, this trade played out perfectly as well. And we pulled up, crossed over bearish again to pull back into our EMA VWAP area here, right here. Crossed over again on the stochastic RSI. Scalper Pro turned bullish again, so I entered on this candle here for another 2-1 risk reward ratio. So out of the total 4 possibilities, you could have taken all 4 of them and you would have only lost 1 trade, and you would have made 2% profit here, 2% profit here, and 2% profit here for a total of 6% profit with a simple 2-1 risk reward ratio. And all you would have lost was 1%, so you would have netted a 5% profit on the E-mini S&P 500 futures contract today during the London session. We've been looking forward to see the NFP news at 8:30 a.m. New York local time, so we're gonna check that out straight away. Let me switch over to TradingView. That's Bitcoin. We want to watch what ES is doing. So we have the NFP release here right at 8:30. And we saw the Scalper Pro had this beautiful reversal signal with a nice little pullback bounce on the band right here. So you could have entered into a position here, but you know my explanation, I like to wait 15 minutes. 15 minutes after 8:30 is 8:45. That's exactly, or almost 8:45. I like to see what's happening in between. And I saw this nice pullback into this fair value gap right here that we filled beautifully for all the smart money concept traders. At the same time, for even more confluence, I saw a stochastic RSI crossover and the Scalper Pro being bullish. So I entered on this bullish engulfing candle with the stop loss little bits below here for a beautiful almost 3-1 risk reward trade. I took my first profits right around this resistance area. And then I saw this pull back again, filling another old fair value gap here, right in here. Pulled back once, but we did not get a bullish stochastic RSI crossover yet, so I waited. Pulled back a second time, making a double bottom formation right here with a stochastic RSI crossover. another bullish engulfing candlestick, and I love to enter on bullish engulfing candlesticks. Stop loss a little bit below here for another 2 to 1, where we basically reached the previous day liquidity. So if I zoom out here, our previous day high, if we look at it, was sitting right here on this line, and that's the line we're just scratching. You see those values if you go onto the Session Pro indicator, and you'd have to turn on the show previous day high and low and turn the opacity a little bit higher. And now we see, okay, we have been just scratching this previous day liquidity, basically, the high. So we basically moved from the low to the high, and it was a great trade setup. They ran it, and we will see if it's going to reverse at 9:30 stock market opening in less than 5 minutes, basically. So that's all the trades that happened. I took today on ESZ 2022, so the E-mini S&P 500 futures contract. Next thing I traded was British pound US dollar, also during the London session, during the New York session, because I saw that we just scratched the previous daily low, and I saw this beautiful reversal signal, and it looked a little bit better right here than on the E-mini, so I took this trade right at 8:32 for a quick long trade, basically to the VWAP, took profits right here for a 1.6 risk-reward ratio. I saw this pullback into this fair value gap with a bounce here of the moving average of the SCALPER Pro for another entry, and I wanted to see it to hit the London session high. So if we zoom out here, we saw the London session high was right here. I wanted to see this being taken out since we already scratched the previous day low, previous daily low being right here from Thursday, scratched, took the liquidity from here, and we had this massive run up, all confirmed by this bullish SCALPER Pro reversal zone signal, where we broke out, where we had this sharp breakout out of the band, basically into the reversal zone, and within one single candle we pulled straight back into it. That was my signal. I took it. I took this signal because we already scratched the previous daily low, and on the S&P 500 futures contract we did not, because the previous daily low is somewhere down here. So we might see this low being taken out later today during the New York session. So those were my trades during the New York session on the British pound US dollar and on the E-mini S&P futures contract. And since I saw the news, the market reacted bullish to the news, I took a long position here on Bitcoin. I got the same signal. We saw the reversal signal from the SCALPER Pro here. FinALGO also gave me or presented me a reversal signal, followed by a buy signal where I entered before the candle closed here on a 1-minute chart for a total of a 2.5 risk reward with a 100x leverage, making some really decent profit. It was very nice. And if we go up to a 5-minute time frame, I also took a pre-New York session reversal trade. So we hit this reversal area here. Let me highlight this in the color of red. This resistance area, come on, background, turn it on red. So we touched this area, and every time we touched it, the FinALGO basically presented us with a reversal signal. And we saw a bearish divergence. So we made lower highs on the SCALPER Pro, but we made higher highs on the way back up into this reversal zone. And I took my short position right here. Ideally, you want to build up short positions every time we're touching this reversal zone. And I took it down until we just touched the baseline, basically. It was a very nice trade as well. And afterwards, I took the signal based on a 1-minute chart because of high volatility, and I want to get a nice entry. Even if you would have entered up here, this would have been still a very nice scalping entry of almost 1% so far. And with a little bit of leverage, that's quite something. I'm not looking for a 50% move if I'm on a 5 or 1-minute time frame. Therefore, I'm only sticking to a 4 to 1 hour or even a daily time frame. No problem with that. So those were all my trades today. I shared them all inside the Telegram group and on our Discord server right here, where all our other members share their setups. For example, him today, he saw this head and shoulder pattern on a daily time frame. He's using FinALGO version 2 and the Scalper Pro as well for a nice trade down to here, down to this support area. And yeah, like you mentioned here, clean traffic, could have let it run here. Very nice setup. Yeah, and like I said, I'm working on a signal service that's going to be starting next week, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I will see you in the next Accumulation Zone trade recap. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.